Ever hit a wall at 2 in the afternoon with profound fatigue, a sudden wave of brain fog, or random muscle twitches that a full night's sleep just can't seem to fix? Or maybe you're midway through a light evening jog, and out of nowhere, your calf seizes up in agonizing pain, forcing a dead stop. These physical symptoms point to a faltering electrical system inside your body, usually triggered when we ignore our baseline hydration and mineral intake. To fix the system, we need electrolytes. These are essential minerals that carry an electric charge the moment they dissolve in water. This diagram illustrates exactly how that mechanism works. The instant it dissolves, a mineral becomes a biological conductor, allowing an electrical pulse to travel rapidly along a nerve fiber. Every single time you blink, take a breath, or command a muscle to contract, your nervous system is relying on these tiny electrical pulses to deliver the message. We constantly lose these conductive minerals throughout the day, primarily through sweat or when we're sick. The complication isn't that we need to replace them, but exactly how we should do it. On one side, we are pushed toward expensive, brightly colored sports supplements promising instant recovery. On the other, we're told to save our money and just drink plain water. This checklist differentiates between immediate signals like fatigue and confusion and the deeper results of long-term neglect, such as weak bones and irregular heartbeats. Managing your body's electricity is an ongoing trade-off between absorption speed and dietary effort. Stabilizing these levels requires a strategy mapped precisely to your daily lifestyle. Let's start by evaluating the two heaviest hitters in your body's electrical network, sodium and potassium. This comparison matrix clearly shows how these two minerals operate. Despite its poor reputation, sodium plays a vital role. It maintains your fluid balance and ensures nerves can successfully transmit signals. If you lose too much sodium through heavy sweating, you risk sudden weakness, confusion, and brutal headaches. However, aggressively consuming sodium through processed foods causes severe water retention and blood pressure spikes. Potassium acts as the vital counterweight. It regulates your heart rhythm and actively balances sodium's effects in the bloodstream. Running a deficit leads directly to severe muscle weakness and an erratic, irregular heartbeat. Achieving this balance requires daily effort. You have to consistently choose potassium-rich whole foods like bananas, potatoes, spinach, and oranges over convenient processed options. Mastering the body's electricity requires matching sodium intake to fluid loss while building a potassium-rich baseline in your daily meals. Beyond the daily fluid balance, we have the next tier of essential electrolytes, which dictate long-term structural health and muscle relaxation: calcium and magnesium. Calcium is required to build dense bones and allow your blood to clot. Magnesium serves as the biological off switch, producing cellular energy and forcing muscles to relax after they contract. Starving your system of these two essential minerals practically guarantees an increase in daily muscle spasms and tremors. Over the long term, it creates a severe risk of osteoporosis. Securing these minerals is a practical dietary trade-off. You exchange a little bit of kitchen preparation time for a safer, sustainable nutrient supply, rather than relying on instant chemical interventions. This menu scorecard maps out 3 distinct ways to combine both minerals into standard meals. The first option is a bowl of yogurt topped with nuts and seeds. You trade a slightly higher calorie count for practically zero prep time, securing highly bioavailable calcium and dense magnesium. Option 2 is a spinach and cheese omelet. You spend a few more minutes cooking in the morning, but you gain a savory double calcium hit combined with leafy green magnesium. Option 3 combines whole grain cereal or toast with milk. Assuming you tolerate dairy well, this is the most accessible, budget-friendly way to hit both targets simultaneously. Prioritizing whole foods over sugary supplements provides a low-cost, high-nutrient way to maintain baseline health and steady electrolyte levels. Now that we know what these electrolytes do, the decision shifts to exactly how you should consume them, based on your daily physical output. This decision tree flowchart offers a logical framework for your hydration strategy. It asks, what is your primary physical output? If engaging in mild exercise, the path routes left toward a whole food strategy. The trade-off here is effort. It requires daily nutritional mindfulness and regular grocery shopping. but it remains the absolute cheapest and healthiest way to prevent chronic deficiency. Conversely, if you are an athlete facing heavy sweating or battling an illness, the path routes right to active replenishment. The trade-off is accepting higher financial cost and added glucose. That extra cost and sugar are justified under these specific conditions. During rapid fluid loss, the natural digestion of whole foods is simply too slow to prevent acute cramping or potential medical emergencies. The goal is to shift your mindset away from desperately reacting to cramps and toward proactively preparing your body for the physical stress you are about to put it through. This is what that preparation looks like in practice. By pre-hydrating and consuming mineral-rich foods long before your workout begins, you stabilize your endurance up front, effectively bypassing the need for emergency